Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there was a very angry, shouty man.
Yep, it's time for more God of War.
People always say Kratos has no depth, but they're one, wrong, and two, the game's just good.
It is good. Now let's continue Pandora's temple.
Yes. Temple of the Crystal Eye.
I love Pandora's temple so much.
Oh,
We talked about it last time, but it's a really good set piece.
it's kind of a brilliant set piece.
Especially the outside portions.
Oh, absolutely. Like the more I think about Pandora's Temple, the more I'm like, yeah, that was kind of genius.
Yeah. So I was going to watch Blue Eye Samurai this week,
So what
but
distracted you?
Dungeon Meshi
Yeah,
got
that's fair.
OCD.
That's fair.
I've heard good things, but I had no idea what the hell it was about. I've only known about it through cultural osmosis, and the only thing I knew about it is that the elf is extremely socially awkward, and the dwarf is extremely sexy.
Well, that's all you really need to know.
I know, so that's what I knew going in, and I had no idea it was about food. It was about cooking monsters.
How could you not know? That's like the thing everybody talks about.
No, not on the blogs I follow. The only thing people talk about are the dwarf's panty shots and images, screenshots of the elf like being kind of an idiot,
To
but
be
in
fair,
a
the elf is
fun
very
way.
much an idiot.
They're all idiots
Yeah, but
except for Senshi. Senshi is the only one with a good head on his shoulders.
yeah, fair enough.
They all have specialized skills. Let's put it that way.
They all have specialized stupidity. I love how the texture doesn't line up exactly.
I do like that.
Like I guess that's probably like just something that was probably built into the design by accident because of just tech limitations.
Is that the one you can destroy?
I don't think so.
It's got cracks in it.
I'm pretty sure you can't. Nope, you definitely
Nope.
cannot.
Okay. Yeah, I watched Dungeon Meshi. It's pretty good.
What
I
side? What
even
side?
watched
Is it not this side? Oh, there we go.
I even watched the newest episode. Right before recording this.
Fair enough. That's the one where.
The Mimic.
Yes, I literally just watched that.
I like their mimics a lot.
Oh, it's a hermit crab.
Oh yeah, that's
I was
fantastic.
talking to a coworker about it, and he was like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope."
Doesn't like crabs.
Hermit crabs, scariest motherfuckers in the world.
I do like the environmental storytelling that the thing he thought was a mimic was probably the mimic's former shell.
Mm. Yeah, because there's the gold coin in it.
No, because it was slightly smaller than the cabinet the mimic was hiding in,
Oh,
and he did note that the chest wasn't he wasn't there previously. Like that's how he was able to clock it as a mimic. So the way it seems, my guess is that the mimic had shed the chest, which was his shell, to crawl into the cabinet.
fair enough. Or perhaps he just forgot.
Yeah, that too. But he was right about there being a mimic in there. So,
True, fair enough.
are you jumping on top of it?
I think we're supposed to jump onto it.
I like that.
I've always liked running on traps.
Oh yeah.
I hate how there's like no perfect running speed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine Kratos trying
convenient.
to tell that to boy.
Fair enough. And I like that when you bring that down, it brings down the little spike trap.
Yeah, Pandora's Temple is really good.
It's kind of
It's really well designed.
it's kind of a genius puzzle level, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of like puzzle box levels as boss keys would describe them.
I think my favorite thing about Pandora's Temple is that it evolves constantly.
Oh yeah, you're always on your toes.
It's always changing, adjusting, becoming more in depth. Every single time every single time, there's always something changing about like the main labyrinth room.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of like building sized puzzle boxes, which is why I love uh the prison in Heaven Sent so much. Like constantly shifting, constantly changing. Like that shit's my
I
jam.
wonder if there's a horror game with this kind of mentality to it.
Uh,
There's
Probably.
probably a few, but they're all probably indie games.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Oh,
at this
cutscene.
part.
Oh, is this the part? Oh, the part with the Cerberus.
Kratos is the kind of person who would kick a puppy.
God, I hate these enemies so much.
Oh, absolutely. If anybody told me I hate the Cerberus, I'd be like, yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, cause like, isn't it like when they die, they spawn like three more three smaller ones that you gotta take care of before they grow big or
Oh
something?
no, you just gotta kill the small ones before they grow big.
Ah, okay. I just remember it being. Oh, that's right. It spits out small ones.
Yes.
That's what it was.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me get the damage on you. Boom. Now I can kill the small ones. Come on. Get closer to me.
Yeah. It's a gank fight, but
It's not so much a gank fight as it is just really obnoxious because like if you don't kill the puppies fast enough, they become the big guys, and the big guys take forever.
yeah. I like that when you were pushing him, you were pushing like the trail of lava was also following you.
Fair enough. You know, I think that's my first fight I've ever done where I didn't get a second Cerberus.
Nice.
Look at me, everyone. I am the God of War Master.
Hell yeah.
Josh Rife Hayes has an amazing video on this game.
Oh right, you sent it to me. I-
He does a lot of like videos where he goes through older games and is like, was this old game actually any good to begin with?
yeah.
And I
Uh
like that kind of video.
oh yeah. Like being able to look at it like without the filter of nostalgia.
Oh, absolutely.
All
There's
that.
quite a few games he tackles. Like
Ocarina of Time is not as fun as when you're a kid.
he hasn't done that one yet.
You
It's
should.
mostly PlayStation games.
Oh. You
Like
know what
Nightmare
I
Creatures,
you know what I've been somewhat obsessed with for the last couple days? Um I found this channel that like the dude is like a professional Nintendo 64 modder and like goes into like the depths, goes into depth of like what the Nintendo 64 was actually capable of, and what tricks could be used to better optimize games. And there's a lot of things that, in theory, could work on a like be a functioning Nintendo 64 cartridge that looks like as good as GameCube stuff.
That's fair. The Nintendo 64 was very powerful. The problem was time, budgets, sort of the general atmosphere around game development.
Yeah, and so like I I would love to make a game that can actually be played on an actual Nintendo 64.
Oh, come on.
One of the things they bring up a lot is that like a lot of the techniques they use
Okay,
were
that's
ones
it.
developed by
I'm
Rare.
rolling. I'm rolling for
Yeah.
it.
Oh, one's still alive.
I know the way you're supposed to
God,
do it is to push it, but the arrows explode, and I'm sick of that bullshit.
that's
And you
like
three can go away.
those archers are like just as bad as the ones in the Ringed City in Dark Souls 3.
I thought I was supposed to be invincible when I was doing that. How dare they? Oh,
You
shit.
fucked, I guess. Oh god, there's more puppies. You're an irredeemable monster.
I know. I'm Kratos.
Man, I love eating puppies. Living puppies, specifically. I love it when they're alive and I eat them. I love that video so much.
It's so good.
Jack Horner is a fantastic villain.
I,
We
I,
need...
I love how he includes a disclaimer at the end where he's like, by the way, I got this one bit of the gag from it's the one where
Yeah.
he's contemplating the abortion issue, and that's like my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
Just because like how bleak that is as a
Yeah. I've been contemplating the abortion issue because on one hand I love killing babies, but on the other hand, giving women rights is a no-go.
Whoop.
Oh, I love that. It's
It's
really
it's
good
kind
crap.
of cheap. It's very tight.
That's what she said. Yeah, this room is specifically to punish people's greed. Oh, that one got a little touch and go there.
Yeah. that did get pretty touch and go, but I did it.
Hell yeah,
I did it. I did
I
it.
knew you could do it.
I also love this entire segment.
Oh yeah. Don't forget the statues.
Oh shoot, right. I have to destroy all the statues to Athena.
Yeah. She doesn't deserve them. What has she done other than be wrong at every possible instance?
That's like my favorite little... It's always
Y-
fun when you're like looking back on something like, she never was right. Why did we ever think she was smart?
Exactly. Like,
I love
Athena...
I love how in like the third game she's like, I have achieved a higher plane of intelligence.
And she's more wrong than ever.
She couldn't be more wrong in like what's going on with everything. He's like, that's my power. They don't deserve it.
Yeah. Like, the whole point of like a decent chunk of the third game is rendered pointless because of Athena. Because she like sends you to do all this bullshit. Pandora didn't have to die. Like if she died because Athena was an idiot.
Athena made it possible, you know.
Because Athena was the one who was like, "Oh, the power of hope is in Pandora," when in reality it was in Kratos.
No, it was in the box. That's what she thought.
Oh yeah. It was in the box, but you had to kill Pandora to open the box again,
Yeah.
but it was empty.
I love that
Cause
reveal, by the way.
oh yeah, because that just makes you hate Athena so much more.
It makes you hate Zeus so much more. It makes you
Oh
hate
yeah,
everybody
him too.
so much more because the fact that it's so pointless and it
Yeah,
hurts because of it.
yeah. Like Pandora didn't have to die, but she did because everyone who was supposed to know what they were doing didn't know what they were doing.
I love secrets like this, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Was that a phoenix feather?
Um, Muse key. I got all the
Oh,
muses.
hell yeah.
Woo! There's more than two muse keys, but the fact that there are
You got
like,
both.
yeah, I got both. This is a set piece
I
though.
love giant chains, and you can see his hand and head.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, like I said, I love the outside portions of the temple
Say what you
because they
will
always
about
give
like
you a really good view.
say what you will about like the linearity of God of War, but it allows for set pieces like this.
Oh, absolutely. Also, I really do like the kind of like aesthetic that the PS2 had in terms of graphics.
That's fair. The PS2 really does have like a vibe, especially when it comes to horror.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why like PS2 horror is like some of the most impressive horror.
Yeah, I would love to play the Gregory Horror Show, but you did not vibe with that.
I vibe with it. I just really don't like horror.
It's like Resident Evil for kids.
Not even good at Resident Evil. So what does that say about?
Yeah, because you don't like horror.
I love the aesthetic and I love the storytelling of horror, but I do not get into the stress of being actively in the horrifying situation.
There.
Fuck.
The
Fine, I'm killing you the old-fashioned way.
oh, I thought you died.
I was very much worried. Magic pixel, magic pixel.
You need to find a health chest like ASAP.
Maybe there's one in Athena.
I think there is a secret room behind a statue somewhere, like a destructible statue. Somewhere in the temple.
I would not be surprised. That's sort of
I
just how the
think you can
game
hear the
designs it.
heartbeat. Oh good, there's health.
Oh, we're getting up to this part.
Oh. Uh,
I love this, by the way. I know it's kind of a pointless detail,
yeah.
but it's like I'd love me some pointless details.
Oh yeah, the pointless details are what make it feel real. Like, it helps with immersion.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is the part where I'm thinking this gets a shout out in God of War Valhalla.
yeah.
In Ragnarok, they make you relive this moment. And it's an
There are so many
absolutely...
statues you did not destroy.
Eh, I'm sorry, my reflex is to just...
Do the puzzle.
Yeah, I see a shiny puzzle in front of me and my brain goes, ooh, shiny puzzle.
Yeah, it's monkey brain. But if I think this is one of those puzzles like once you complete it, you don't really come back to this part.
That's fair. Alright, did I get all of them?
Well, there's the ones on the right side now.
Athena!
God. You know, if I were to meet any Greek god, the one I'd want to meet is probably Hestia, because she's the only one that, like,
Doesn't have issues?
yeah,
That's fair.
she's the only, yeah.
I like how for this puzzle they make you go up it so you have an idea of what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
There's a statue of Poseidon written at the base of the door's riddle. Sacrifice the ultimate to continue your quest. And you just stand on this, it just drops those, which is brilliant.
Oh, yeah. I like those statues, the weird,
Oh, I forgot about this guy.
yeah, yeah.
What the gods ask of me, no man could do. Not even Pandora's box is worth such a terrible price.
I love his, low resolution JPEG for a face.
Absolutely, that's the best part.
I love big fat JPEGs.
Oh, agreed.
That's why I like Eternal Darkness so much, because a lot of the loading zones are just straight up JPEGs. Like you go down a hall that has a JPEG that's surprisingly low resolution.
In the European version, they replaced this with a generic zombie.
Break these bars. Get me out of here.
Oh, looks like the Athena statues are back.
We can find our way back to Athens.
The gods demand sacrifice from all of us.
Oh, please. No. No. No, please.
That is genius.
Yeah, and he begs the entire time.
This puzzle is just genius in general. Like, and then they do this again with the Phoenix later, and I'm like, that's not nearly as impressive. The Phoenix
You know
Egg
what?
one is more obnoxious, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, this one's really good because it's like personal.
Because it's like, what would you do in this situation? I have no idea. That's
I mean, I wouldn't be in this situation because I would never kill my wife and child.
well, first off, you wouldn't be trading your soul to
Free me.
Ares to begin with.
Set me free.
Yeah.
Scooch, 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 scooch,
I
scooch.
believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, good. That guy was being polite and let you get there first. Yeah, no, I don't think I would sell my soul to any of the Greek gods.
That's fair, especially Ares. Not even gonna mince words on that one.
Yeah, no, Ares is like one of the worst. Maybe Eris, though. I'd become like a harbinger of chaos for her.
I get that. I can get that vibe.
Yeah. Who would your answer be if you were presented with a golden apple that said for the whatever?
Fairest of them all.
Was it the fairest of them all? I thought it was the most beautiful.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess if anything, the reason I say fairest of them all is because my brain is like, yeah.
Snow White.
I know the Snow White story.
Yeah.
The answer is me.
I would say Persephone because
You'll
I
get
know
Demeter
she's
on your side and Hades.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna die no matter what. So might as well you know, get on the good side of the queen of the underworld.
Fair. You're gonna make Demeter happy, so your life is gonna be pretty chill for as long as you're, not dead. And then when you do die in like 5 days, your life will be pretty okay, maybe.
Unlife.
Your unlife will be pretty okay.
Yeah.
I can't make promises, but
Yeah. At least I won't go to the fields of punishment or anything.
No. God's on high.
Speaking of, did you finish the Percy Jackson series?
no.
Oh
There's a
man.
lot of things I keep telling myself I need to do this, and then I don't. Oh, cool.
God's on
I apologize, sir.
this barbarian.
The game made me do it.
Please.
Oh,
Poseidon's a dick for having this be a thing.
you're familiar with Spec Ops: The Line, are you?
I think
It's
maybe.
one of the best shooter games of all time. Basically, it takes inspiration from The Heart of Darkness and Apocalypse Now.
Alright.
And, God, how do I describe it?
I know you've described it before.
Basically, it's a generic shooter because it's a generic shooter with some back of the box kind of additions. But really, what it's about is about the horrors of war and what mankind will do to its fellow man in order to be the hero. And it has a pretty bleak section somewhere near the middle where you end up killing a bunch of civilians with white phosphorus.
Oh yes, you have told me this before.
Indeed, it's genius.
And a lot of people complained that the game forced you to do it.
To which the writer said, nobody forced you to do it. You had the choice to turn off the game.
Yeah.
You have the choice to go home.
Yeah. You
Which,
had the choice to buy a different game.
You could have bought Call of Duty. That was a new one coming out next month.
That's the entire philosophy of the genocide route in or Sans' fight in Undertale is there's the Phoenix Feather I was thinking of.
You can just go home. Stop playing the game. The end.
Yeah, no, that's Sans' entire point. That's why his fight is super hard because he outright says I'm gonna keep. He basically says I'm gonna keep doing this until you give up.
Absolutely, and it's genius.
Oh yeah. And lore-wise, it's really fantastic because Sans doesn't get fatigued because, as far as he's concerned, this is his first time doing it. He can just read your face and tell how many times you've done this. How
Yep.
many times you've done it. You're the one that gets fatigued. Undertale is a really good game.
Undertale is insanely good.
Yeah. I can't wait for the rest of Deltarune. Toby Fox said that all of the Deltarune chapters
Should be coming out faster now.
No, they're next time they come out, they're all gonna come out.
Oh wow, all at once?
Yeah, but that also means it's gonna take quite some time for it to be finished.
Fair enough, but at the same time, probably not as long as part 2.
I am pretty excited because Deltarune has the ending that Toby Fox saw in a dream. Like, you know that story, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, when Toby Fox was living in Andrew Hussey's basement and like extremely sleep deprived because he had to make music and animate for Homestuck, um, he had a dream that was extremely vivid, which was the ending of a game that did not exist, but he was so inspired by it that he decided to make it his life's work to make a game with that ending he saw in his dream. And so he made Undertale, which was a test to see if he could develop the skills needed to make the game that could
Have that
have the
ending.
ending of his dream. And the end, yeah, and Deltarune is his magnum opus. Like Undertale is not. He doesn't consider Undertale as magnum opus. Deltarune is the one he's going to have that ending be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty amazing.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, were
That
those your
would give-
babies I killed down there? I apologize.
Undertale would give H.P. Lovecraft nightmares.
I mean, outside of like the usual issues H.P. Lovecraft has, explain.
H.P. Lovecraft was afraid of everything, so pretty much anything would give him nightmares.
Fair enough. I mean, but that's what I was getting at. Is there anything specific beyond that?
Well, I mean, its whole message of, hey, don't kill people just because they're different. You know,
I don't think
The-
H.P. Lovecraft ever killed anybody.
I know, but he was terrified of anyone who was, like, from further than 3 blocks away, basically.
To be fair, most people were, and people are like,
No.
oh, he was crazy even by their standards. No, they're basically just fibbing.
One of the best responses I saw to a post about things that would give H.P. Lovecraft a nightmare, someone's response was, everything gave him nightmares. Being in an elevator with an Irishman would give him nightmares, and the response to that was, the elevator would probably give him. Being in an elevator alone would give him nightmares.
Okay, but seriously, H.P.
Yeah, no, he was
Lovecraft
pretty
could
racist.
H.P. Lovecraft could probably write a better version of Devil than M.
Oh,
Night Shyamalan.
definitely. Definitely.
To be
I
fair, he'd
think that
probably
having-
also give the elevator eyeballs, and it would descend into hell for the final act.
Yeah. I think that having it be the Jelly Toast guy would be a much better like having the devil be someone who wasn't even in the elevator.
I don't often agree with Doug Walker. There's
Fuck,
many
you don't-
reasons I don't.
Hold on, I just realized my ideal version of how Devil would play out is just Midnight from Doctor Who. Like
Oh.
having it be a thing that like the thing itself doesn't kill, but it causes everyone else's paranoia and anger to cause them to turn on each other, and they end up killing each other as a result, instead of the thing actually, the devil being the one to actually get his hands dirty. And I realize that's just what happens in Midnight. That's just the Midnight creature.
It's probably supposed to. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, you gotta like.
You gotta smooch them, you know. It's weird. You get health out of it.
No, I thought that was magic.
Oh, is it magic? You get something out of it, I think.
Yeah, your health is the same as it was,
Oh, fair enough.
but your magic's full now.
You know what game had a really weird, just in the middle of the game, sexist tangent?
What?
Spyro Hero's Tale. Like, in the middle of the game, there's an underwater segment where you run into a mermaid, and she's so confused by like what a dragon is, or like what animals are that aren't like fish related, that Spyro just goes, "Chicks, am I right?"
Jesus.
To be
That
fair,
sounds like something James Somerton would write.
that was like 2004. People often forget just how
Oh yeah, no, it was
the mood of like 10 years ago.
yeah, no, like 10 years ago, like people were doing like edgy humor that was like, granted, most of the people that did edgy humor are now just straight up Nazis. So oh, you're not doing too good.
That's why I always have magic to back me up.
Oh good, there's health right there.
Cycle, 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 cycle. There we go.
Is that a destructible
Doing the
wall?
thing. It feels destructible.
I think it would have destroyed by now.
True. Oh, the entire building is doing that. Okay, I think it's just.
Yeah.
I think it's just they added that effect to everything.
Yeah, I think the destructible things are... Oh, there was health here. We could have gotten magic from that.
Pots, 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 pots.
You should probably upgrade some shit.
No,
Alright.
it's not there yet. I need that. I need that final blade upgrade.
Oh, yeah. You need like what, 9,000?
9,000.
12,000?
Yeah. 9,000.
Over 9,000!
I'm so close. I'm 825.
Like a goddamn gigolo waiting to burst. She's like, wait. I need another 2 minutes at least.
Oh, they're making. Okay.
What? Oh, right, this part.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, I always fuck up that part.
I was legitimately wondering if like I was too slow and it was about to slam down on me like right then and there.
Don't you imagine she made me hungry?
Oh, it's very good at that.
Oh, yeah. I would eat, fried cockatrice. I love the twist that the snake part is its head and the chicken part is its tail.
It's comedy focused.
Oh, yeah.
The writer of Dungeon Meshi also made a short about a teacher who's like, remember kids, don't give away your personal information to people you don't trust. And then she gets sent to hell because she tried to form a contract with the devil using her boyfriend's name.
Jesus.
That's kind of funny. Oh, speaking of anime, I recently watched one that had me like absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh, what happened?
It was Monsters 103 Mercy Dragon Damnations.
That is certainly an anime title.
So, I'll tell you the basic plot. We're introduced to our protagonist, a nameless samurai, who is down on his luck and starving in the middle of what seems to be a medieval town.
A feudal town?
Yeah, a feudal medieval like town.
Yeah, okay.
Sort of starter peasantville, you know?
Wait, like European medieval?
European.
Oh, okay.
So he's slumming it from like place to place, and this girl, whose name is Flair, shows mercy on him and gives him a free meal at the diner she works at.
Yeah.
And while he's there, he runs into a famous swordsman by the name of. Actually, is that cycling? Oh, that's not cycling. I can't pronounce the dude's name. Not off the top of my head. But we'll call him Shiro. We'll just call the guy Shiro. And he's like, they're like, the famous knight Shiro. And he's like wearing a musketeer outfit, and he's got like a mustache, and he's really nice to everybody and humble. And they're all like, that's the famous knight Shiro. A dragon burned down an entire town once, and he's famous for rescuing this girl who was the lone survivor, and her
Is
name.
the girl the dragon?
It what?
Is the girl the dragon in disguise?
No. I wish that would have been clever. Do I have to go back through this?
Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. What did that lever do?
It opens up a. It opens up a doorway. I was kind of
Probably.
distracted. Dear God.
Yeah, you gotta go back through.
No wait.
No, you gotta go there. No, yeah, you
I
gotta go through.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And anyway, the girl, she's Flair. She's the girl who who gave the samurai free food. Somebody was very proud of this. They had to do it twice just to fuck with me.
Oh yeah, it's a really good like. It's really really tense, and I do like that trap.
Absolutely. So anyway, yeah, her name is Flair. She's the lone survivor of a town that burned down during a dragon attack.
Yeah.
What a name.
Now, was she named Flair before or after the
Before.
dragon attack? Oh, okay.
But yeah. I was like, wow, this is really edgy. Anyway, the samurai has a freak out and starts attacking Shiro because they bumped scabbards, and that means they have to fight to the death. And he's kind of an ungrateful asshole the entire way through. Going
Which
like
one?
the samurai. I'll just call him by his name. He's Ryuma. Yeah, so Ryuma the samurai. He's like, we bump scabbards. That means we have to fight to the death. And you know, the dude's like, well, I kind of don't want to fight to the death. Kind of not in my on my playing cards, you know. So anyway, the guy walks away. He beats Ryuma handedly. Ryuma cuts through like a bronze statue or something. Stuff happens. You get the idea.
Yeah.
And then Ryuma is just walking through town when he bumps into some dude who looks like a rejected One Piece villain.
Oh boy.
He's a fat dude with DR tattooed to his face.
Yeah.
And he bumps into the guy, and they bump scabbards. He's like, hey, don't you know that samurai need to fight to the death? Anyway, he turns around, grabs DR, and DR's been stabbed through the chest with a sword. And DR's like,
wow.
He stabbed me! He stabbed me! This man stabbed me! And everybody's freaking out because this guy just stabbed a man in public after, you know, announcing he wanted to kill people. And he's like, I didn't stab him. You get the idea. Anyway, DR's like, well, guess what? I have the dragon horn, and you're not gonna get it. I'm going to kill everybody here with a dragon. So he blows the horn, and it's like, now a dragon's gonna show up and kill the entire town. Everybody's freaking out because now there's a dragon coming to kill them. And the girl Flare is like, I never would have shown this man mercy if I'd known he was going to have a dragon summoned to kill everybody. But I'm like sitting here in the corner
Yeah.
going, how is he supposed to know this psychopath he just met had a dragon horn?
It sounds like a lot of contrivances.
It is a little. So anyway, he blows the dragon horn, he breaks it, then he vanishes. He just
What's
runs
the
away.
final thing that you're missing?
That's Max.
No. I mean the question mark.
Oh, you get an upgrade from Hades later.
Oh, right.
They wait a bit for that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, Shiro is like, that's the real dragon horn. And I'm sitting here in the corner going, this dragon horn thing is so bullshit. Anyway. Shiro goes... Okay, you first.
If some rejected One Piece villain had a horn that
fuck.
could just summon a dragon, they should be living in like the governor's mansion, and like basically rule the town with an iron fist under threat of total annihilation.
So anyway, so Shiro's like, I'm going to stay and fight the dragon. Otherwise, everybody will die. And, oh fuck. That was a little tricky. So anyway,
Yeah.
Shiro's like, I'm gonna stay and fight the dragon. And Flare's like, no, the dragon will kill you, Shiro. And Shiro's like, I must save the people. If I must die, then I do it for loving others. Anyway.
Like, dude, you stabbed some guy not 2 minutes ago.
No, Ryuma's the guy who stabbed somebody.
Oh.
Ryuma's
Right,
a dick
right.
the entire time going...
Yeah. Sorry, I got confused as to which one's which.
Yeah. So Ryuma's being a dick the entire time. In the background going like, this all sounds fishy. you know, on top of, being kind of an awful person to begin with. Fuck. You gotta time it just right. My head
Yeah.
isn't in the game. Anyway, Ryuma and Flare stay in town and discover that it turns out Shiro's a bad guy. Oh no.
Was he the dragon all along?
No, he and DR fake dragon attacks, kill the people of the village in an ambush, and then steal all their gold.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoops. Anyway.
That's a lame twist.
Yeah. It really doesn't like one issue I have where like sometimes you get like stories where it's like the character's so awful that the only way to make them not the worst person in their own story or the protagonist is
to
to make
add someone worse.
Yeah, it's just to make everybody kick puppies.
Yeah. Oh God, what was it that had that really like that? They had an issue that was that bad. The main character was just like the absolute worst, but like everyone else was also like just the worst. There's some show that was like that.
There's a few like that. I couldn't tell you. So anyway, what ends up happening is, oh, yep, we're in my favorite part.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
So
Like that Minotaur just chilling by the save.
So Shiro fights Ryuma. Ryuma instantly kills him, and then it's like DR's like, oh, you won't kill me. I have another dragon horn, and unlike the one I blew earlier, this one is real.
That everything about that sounds stupid.
Anyway, it turns out the entire time there was a dragon coming towards the village anyway. So.
What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, a dragon shows
It's like
up anyway.
3 fake outs.
Anyway, Ryuma kills the dragon in one blow anyway. Just to show how much of a badass he is.
God.
So anyway, everybody's like, "Oh, Ryumu, such a great guy." Turns out he's actually the king. He's a famous hero who goes from town to town and saves everybody, but never realizes that he's loved by everybody. Anyway, turns out the writer of this was Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece.
Oh, jeez.
In
I
1994.
well, it's good to see that the writing has significantly improved with One Piece, and Luffy is an actual like likable
fuck
guy, and not a total dick.
Yeah, so it kind of, from what I understand, he wrote it in like 1994 before One Piece, kind of as a one-off for like a charity thing, or like sort of a group publication. It's when he was trying to figure out what he wanted to write.
Oh,
Anyway,
was it when like Shonen Jump was like doing all the like showcasing all those new,
new talents, yeah, probably.
yeah.
Anyway, kind of not great. um,
Yeah.
and it really is like some of the worst tropes of anime. Especially like
Oh,
modern anime where it's like the hero has to always look good so everybody else around him is evil and a sniveling coward.
yeah. You know what series did asshole protagonist really, really well?
Is it Sword Art Online abridged?
I mean, yes, that too. But I was gonna say, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Edward Elric's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he's a little shit because he's a petulant brat, but he's a petulant brat who thinks he's better than everyone, but also has the money and clout to back it up.
He also legitimately cares about people, and he's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
he's
he's
still a
funny,
dick.
you know.
Oh yeah. Um, I love I love the interpretation where Alphonse was supposed to be the true protagonist, but because he got stuck in the suit of armor, Edward, who was supposed to be the asshole sidekick, ended up becoming the protagonist. I really like that way of describing their relationship.
It probably is like the most accurate way to describe it. Because Al
Oh
really
yeah,
is sort of protagonist material.
yeah. But yeah, Ed Elric is such a brat, and I love him because he's
He's also
like,
sympathetic. Um,
yeah,
it's sort of the thing with like God of War. Kratos is awful, but because we're introduced to him via his suicide attempt, he's instantly sympathetic.
yeah. Um, I think the thing I like the most about Ed Elric is that him being an asshole is kind of a mask.
He's a wounded child. Like,
Yeah, he wants to push people away, but also at the same time trying to help them. Like with Rose, you know, basically forcing her to see beyond the beautiful lies, forcing her to see the ugly truth.
yep.
Oh hey, we're back here.
Time to save.
All right,
Save as often as possible. Always
and
remember that.
and on that note, I am going to step away from my computer for just a moment.
You want me to pause?
You don't have to. It won't take too long.
Okay. So while Silver's alone, this gives me all the time in the world I need to just sort of focus, you know? Just sort of okay, what am I doing? Yeah, give me a second. I'm checking my combos. Oh. Because I died, my thing reset. Oopsie daisy. So anyway. How do I not have enough? It's because I died and I lost out on a bunch of orbs. I just know it. I know it. Dang it. Because I died, I didn't backtrack to collect the stuff. That's on me. That's on me. No, that's on me. I should have checked. I should have known. That is absolutely on me, and I'm so unhappy right now. Oh, please tell me that's enough. But don't worry. Next kill. Next kill. That's enough. Agony. Agony. That's what it is. Agony. Pain. Immeasurable pain. You see, everybody, this is what we're all leading up to, constantly. Where's the other? I want to go back to the previous thing so I can get the muse key right now. No? Okay. I'll get the muse key later. I'll say this, there's a lot of really nice downtime in this game. Deeper yet deeper, deeper we go. But that's sort of the brilliance of like God of War. Just every time you come back to this room, something changes a little. You know, you can do one more thing you couldn't before. In particular, this entire area is just great. It is a massive wooden door. There's a lock on the door that has been carved in the shape of a minotaur. You know,
Hell yeah.
Minotaur literally just means bull of Minos, right?
Yeah.
The entire thing with like King Minos is so funny.
Yeah.
Did you know he's one of Zeus's kids,
Yeah.
and that his wife
Oh.
is a goddess?
I am eating chili dogs.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, my sister made some.
Oh, that's
I had
why
to
you had
go
to
get
walk
it.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you walk away. Will you hear me say, baby?
Even I know that's not it.
That's fair. I have not listened to that song in years.
I mean, me neither. But still.
Don't you walk away.
No, it's when you walk away.
Oh.
When you walk away, you won't hear me say.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, guess what I did?
Hmm.
It turns out that when I died,
You died?
remember when I got crushed by the trap?
Mm-hmm.
Because my head wasn't in it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what?
Hmm.
My orbs
Oh.
reset. My orbs reset, and I didn't get the, I didn't get all my stuff.
Get fucked.
Really? Oh yeah, this one.
Mm-hmm. This is the one with the centaurs?
Yes. They look like Baraka.
Yeah. I always thought that.
Their designs in the later games are so much better.
Oh, yeah. You know what game I would love to play if we ever got, like, in person and also a PS2?
What is it?
Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
There we go. Pew! Anyway, I do have a
Mortal-
PS2.
Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is basically Mortal Kombat meets God of War. It's a God of War style game set in the Mortal Kombat universe. It's really fun.
Okay.
And 2-player.
That's always
Like,
the best part, you know?
Yeah, local 2-player, obviously. But, at the start, the characters you have unlocked are, Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
Okay.
You know,
Come on,
The two
seriously.
main-
Let me just execute.
the two main ones.
There
I
we
always
go.
like playing, Kung Lao because of the hat.
That's fair. I think a lot of people like Kung Lao because of his hat.
It's a good hat.
There we go. This is way harder than it usually is for me.
Oh yeah, no, they're damage sponges.
It's not the damage sponge. It's the... Usually I never have this much issue getting them onto the plate. There we go.
So, I've been at my new place for about a week now. I really like it. One of the things I really, really like is that everything is within arm's reach of my bed.
How convenient.
Yeah, the power switch on my computer, my light switch. I have a fan now, like a ceiling fan.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh yeah, it's great.
There we go.
Does it count?
Hades
Yeah, it
is
does.
pleased.
Well, that's just the first wave. Time to do the second, which I believe are the satyrs.
No, it's still these guys. It's still centaurs.
Hmm.
It's so funny. Like, here's
So-
a fun fact.
Yeah.
The centaur Hercules kills that that has the blood that
The Hydra blood, or
yeah. the Hydra
yeah, the
blood
Hydra
inside of
blood.
him now because of Hercules' arrow usage.
Or
That was
the
actually
Hydra's venom. His blood has the Hydra venom in
yes.
it.
That was the son of the centaur god.
Yeah.
I find that so funny. Nobody mentions that. Like he kills an actual divinity, or rather another demigod.
One of my I like that in the Hercules movie. That is like the first thing that he like. That's the first monster he defeats. When in the actual mythos, it's literally the last thing he defeats.
The Hercules movie is so much fun.
It's not at all accurate, but it is fun.
Nostalgia Critic actually did a video recently where he was talking about Hercules, and he's like, "Yeah, I know what I've said and how people have reacted to that in the past."
Yeah.
and
Isn't
then
there
he plays a
another
clip
circle
from
you gotta-
and then he plays a clip from Oni Plays where they're like, "Why is it Vegas? Why does it look like Vegas?" Which is literally his stupidest and funniest moment.
Yeah.
Am I just supposed to just kill these guys?
No, I think there's another circle up the stairs, isn't there?
No, it's the other side.
Yeah.
There we go. That's me being stupid.
Well, I mean, I did, like, when the first half of the door went down, I was like, I did mention that you're gonna have to do it again. And I was like, that's the first wave. And then, like,
Come on, give me.
15 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds after, I was like, there's another circle.
Joke's on me for not being more observant.
Or remembering.
Do you think I can remember things?
Yeah, better than me. Oh, that wasn't in the circle enough.
Curse you, David Jaffe.
Curse you!
Get into the circle.
Spam that electricity again.
Come on, I'm going. Seriously.
There is health on the other side of the, like, on the sides of this.
Fuck.
Oh.
That's on me.
Yeah. Because you wasted so much time.
Yeah, I kind of got lost on that.
Yeah.
I lost the plot.
I think you need to actually
Yeah, activate it
interact
again.
with the door.
It's me, Hades, and this is my door.
Kratos, it's me, Hades,
It's me,
from
the
the
devil.
underworld.
I'm so excited that that they're bringing the devil back to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. I'm excited for Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I love that that's an accurate statement.
Yeah. You know, the Sonic 3 movie and the Knuckles miniseries. I love that they managed to use, like, they managed to do and Knuckles, like, in real life.
Seriously?
No, it was on. One of the flames lit.
Oh,
See,
okay.
there it is. I think it might be where. Yeah, no, that one was off.
Yeah, just enough.
The problem is that the circles are way too small for their bodies.
Yeah, true. Is it because you have a teeny tiny head, or is your... What's that quote from Treasure Planet?
I don't know. You're the one that knows Treasure Planet more than me.
It's the one in which Dr. Doppler is trying to antagonize the big fat guy with the tiny head, and he's like, "Is it your big fat head is too teeny tiny for your big fat body, or is it your big fat body is that your body is too big fat for your teeny tiny head?"
Oh right.
I did not get that quote right, but I can be forgiven. I am playing a game right now.
Well, you see, when it comes to centaurs, the human part is the tail and the horse part is the head. Can you imagine how fucked up that would be if you like cut off a centaur from like right where the human part and horse part meet? But
Oh,
the
I
horse
don't
part
even have to like
stayed
execute
alive?
them. I just have to kill them.
Yeah, no. I mean,
What?
executing's faster, but
I put all this time and effort into executions when I could have just killed.
well, the other thing is when you kill regularly, sometimes you knock them out of the circle.
Give me a second. I'm getting combo stunned. Give me a second. I knew I was forgetting something.
You were just a tad short.
I was literally just one short. There we go. That's like the strongest combo in the game. I've been trying to get that for a bit.
Yeah, and it's really hard to do it when you don't actually have it unlocked.
Yeah.
I've been playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the Switch lately. Now that I got my shit set up.
Oh, they have a version of that on the Switch?
Well, it's on the Game Boy Advance collection.
Oh, fair enough. What's this way?
What's this? What's this?
You are unable to go any further.
It's too dark to see.
I like that they do that. That's very much a you cannot go here yet.
Yeah, without like, I like that. I find that to be better than like an invisible wall. Oh my god, you can see up there already.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of platforming.
Don't worry. I'm great at the platforming.
Didn't you die platforming like last time you said you were great at platforming? Didn't you like die immediately?
Haha, no. I died 2 seconds later. That is totally different. There was a delay, and the delay is what makes it not my fault.
Allegedly.
That's the best kind of.
So you're great at
I
platforming.
literally forgot that trap. Give me a break.
Oh no, I knew that was coming up. I never forget that trap. That's why I brought up the fact that last time you said that, you almost died immediately.
I never had this much trouble with this trap. I
I-
swear.
I always jump from the closer one.
Oh fuck.
I'm surprised that I remember the timing better than you do. You've played this game way more than me.
Heck no, I haven't touched this game in actual years.
I haven't touched it in like over a decade.
Fair enough.
Actually, no, last time I... Oh yeah, no, it is over a decade. Last time I touched this was in 2011. I remember because we were playing the God of War 1 and 2
Woo.
the night my grandfather died.
Oh wow, that's rough.
Oh no, we knew it was coming. We managed to say goodbye, say our goodbyes, and we're just waiting. Like that's why the whole family was there. Because we knew that like it would be any day now. And he passed away at 11:13 on July 4th, but the coroner wasn't able to make it until after midnight.
Gosh, that's
Yeah.
rough. I mean, knowing it is important, but it's still rough.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is rough, but it's not as rough as like when someone suddenly dies and you like never got the chance to say goodbye. Like one minute you're like,
Lots of
talking
plans
to-
have to be made, you know.
yeah, like what? The roughest deaths are the ones that you don't expect.
God,
Like
what?
the ones where like just last week you were talking to them and now they like get hit by a car and they're just gone.
Okay, but have you ever seen? There was a movie. It was Johnny Depp back when he was young and pretty and dying and everything. No, it's not Johnny Depp. It's DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
And the premise of the movie is that this guy meets a girl, and it's this relation. They start this relationship, and she walks away, and then immediately after she walks away, he just waves at her, and a car smacks him right, just kills him immediately. He's just love struck, and he gets immediately hit by a car. And
Was it The Quick and the Dead?
No, that's a cowboy movie.
Oh right.
Because what happens next is that he spends the rest of the movie as the body by which death seduces a young girl in order to know what it is to love and live.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I only remember that one thing about it, so I can't say anything for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It could be amazing and not at all creepy, but I wouldn't know.
Let's see. I am on Cinemorgue, the Wikipedia that catalogs which movies actors played roles in which they died.
Okay. It's nice that there's like a whole category for it.
Oh, yeah, there's an entire wiki for it.
Excellent.
Leonardo's got quite a big page.
Absolutely. I can't remember the name, but look for anything that has the word death in the title or is a romance. And it's definitely going to be like early 2000s at best.
I mean, there's totally clips where he dies of syphilis.
Definitely not that.
Let's
Look
see.
for car.
Yeah, no, they don't have it listed.
Maybe it's a different actor? I knew it was like one of those young, hot celebrities. Maybe it is a different actor. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just getting my actors mixed up and thinking it's Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe I'm just biased.
Let's see.
Truck?
Is it Meet Joe Black?
That would be it, yes.
That is Brad Pitt.
That's Brad Pitt. Okay.
Yeah,
That was when Brad Pitt was young and handsome. Okay.
yeah. I just looked up movie in which someone gets hit by a car and becomes death. And that was the first thing that came up.
Fair enough. I knew it was one of those young heartthrobs.
I never cared much for Brad Pitt.
Yeah, same.
I would not be able to point him out in the lineup.
Same. I kept getting him mixed up with Tom Hanks
Leonardo
for years.
DiCaprio. Oh.
And
Ben Affleck.
yeah, and everybody really. He was
a
part
lot
of.
Yeah, a lot of Hollywood guys like just look the same to me.
It was the haircut. They'll have the same haircut for like 10 centuries.
I think Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio are the only ones that I'd be able to actually pick out in a lineup.
That's fair. Johnny Depp was always like kind of weird looking even when he was young and pretty.
Yeah, like in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, and hit film Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, well, I mean Edward Scissorhands was like his first role where he was playing a pale goth guy. Like
Intentionally
that,
so.
yeah, because that's like that's what started getting him typecast as that. Because you know,
Because
after
he
that, he was in Sleepy Hollow. He was in fuck, what's that?
I believe it was a whole thing. Like he was already being typecast as like the young, pretty, handsome boy, and he wanted out of it.
Oh yeah, but I think Tim Burton really helped him out in getting out of that, but also subsequently causing him to get typecast as something else. It
I
wasn't really until Pirates that he started to actually branch out into much more interesting, or not interesting, but much more variety of roles.
And then he went right back to Weird and Crazy when he did
Willy Wonka.
Tonto.
Oh,
It was
yeah, the Lone Ranger.
yeah, it was the Lone Ranger one where he was like the Native American with the hat,
Yeah,
the bird.
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be like too preachy about this, but like it always bugs me when it's like, yeah, I'm actually 1/20th Native American, because it's like, okay, calm your horses on that. But like hire a person who's like 50% Native American, please.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but like, my family does actually. I'm not gonna be like that. Like, I'm not gonna like claim I'm part of the of a Native American tribe just because my family does have. But my uncle did actually live with the tribe and do stuff.
Oh no, I totally get that. But
Like,
what I'm saying is that it's like so often it's like, especially with like weird celebrities.
yeah.
Like I get it. It's your heritage. Absolutely go for it. But like, there's
I
like
mean,
people
it's
who are
my
actually
ancestry, but not my heritage, is
yeah.
how I would put it.
Yeah,
But
it's
it
your
is my uncle's heritage.
fair enough. The way I see it is like, look, I get it, but there's like actual people who want to break in, and they're not
Oh
getting
yeah,
those roles because like white dudes. And I'm glad we're getting
yeah,
past that. I very much am glad. Thank goodness we're getting past that bit by bit. There's people who want to go
yeah,
back away from where we're at right now, but I'm like, that's a terrible mentality.
yeah. Because it's boring when you just have everyone who just generic white guy pretty boy that you can't really tell they look the same. Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, Ben Affleck, they are all the same person in my mind.
It's kind of hard. There's like movies I've seen
Tom
where
Cruise.
okay.
I
I'll say
yeah.
this. I like Inception as a film, but if you asked me which white guy was the white guy in Inception, I'd be like, who?
I mean,
I couldn't tell you.
oh god, the only I mean there was the only ones I can remember are Leonardo DiCaprio because he's Leo DiCap, and the god, who's the guy that played Scarecrow in the Batman?
I don't know, but he plays Oppenheimer now. But at least he looks somewhat original, you know?
Yeah, because he's got those cheekbones. Like he's got a long face. He doesn't have like a square jaw. He's got a very triangular face, which helps him stand out. And Leonardo DiCaprio's got like a sort of round face, which helps him stand out.
And for
But
a
like,
while he was exclusively rocking goatees.
yeah. By the way, there's a really fantastic video that goes into depth about how Dom Cobb is the actual villain of Inception.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Because, everything he does is just so fucking monstrous. Like, he. Oh shit! I just realized. You know who else would be considered a white guy in Inception?
Who?
Elliot Page. Elliot Page is one of the white guys in Inception.
You got me there. I'll admit that one.
But no, but for real though, Elliot Page is amazing.
An incredible actor.
Oh yeah, he's great. I hope that I saw a when Matt Walsh tweeted something really awful, or Jordan Peterson, one of those ghouls tweeted something really awful that was like, if the next James Bond is trans, I am going to end my life. One of the top retweets was, Elliot Page has the chance to do the funniest thing right now. But like he would make a fantastic James Bond.
I've seen worse James Bonds.
Oh yeah.
I even think there was a James Bond parody where Bond was played by
Mike Myers.
no, who's that Weasley guy from Ghostbusters? Dark Helmet.
Huh? Oh God. I know who you're talking about.
Of course you do. Great.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis, yes.
I
think there was a
Rick
parody
Moranis.
of Rick Moranis played Bond, but I can't I can't guarantee that. Okay, let me just
I like Rick Moranis.
Kratos, really? That's the hardest one to do. It's not even like
Yeah. I always get Rick Moranis and Wallace Shawn confused with each other.
that's fair.
They have similar like voices.
They were also very much typecast as the Weasley guy for a while.
Absolutely. But they also absolutely rock those roles. I like Rick Moranis in Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, that's bullshit.
That's one of these. I know it's one of these. It's this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one on the left side.
Oh, fuck, no. Let me take a sip.
Let me get some shit.
Wallace Shawn was in that King's Quest game that stole a bunch of money from
Andrew Hussey.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not
guess
on
so.
him. I'm not even gonna say that's on him.
I wonder what Wallace Shawn's up to these days.
He's trying to get Max Goof on the electric chair.
Oh, he was in Amphibia. I've heard good things about that.
It's very good. People say the ending is weird, but I'm like, I haven't gotten that far yet.
There's a lot of shows I still need to watch. I'm excited for Beetlejuice 2.
I can agree with that. Also on the hand that I'm like, I'm actually terrified for that.
I think that it's either going to be really good or an absolute soulless piece of shit.
Don't worry. I'm just waiting for Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
God.
No, but seriously, that was the sequel pitch that Tim Burton made like 30 years ago.
Do you think they're going to make a Beetlejuice 2 musical?
Probably not.
I mean, I think it'd be. I think that'd be an interesting idea. Just keep Lauren Boebert away from it. She wants everyone to forget that she gave a handy at a Beetlejuice musical.
Is it here? No.
No, I think it's the like one further down. I'm pretty sure it is on the left side.
I'm absolutely sure it's on the left side.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure this game doesn't have a randomization.
No, it's not randomized.
Yeah. There we go.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is. Cue the Charles Barkley song. No, but seriously, Space Jam is great.
Oh yeah. Space Jam is where Lola Bunny comes from.
And we will always thank Space Jam for that.
Yeah, remember people were like getting pissed that they removed Lola's boobs, but the picture they were sharing that they claim was her design in Space Jam was actually from a fucking Space Jam hentai.
Absolutely wild. Though to be fair, they did nerf Lola Bunny, and I am very unhappy about that. In a not crazy weird way.
I like how Lola is in the Looney Tunes show, cause she's just like her own vibe, you know.
But you don't like Lola Bunny in in Lunatics Unleashed?
I need to rewatch Lunatics Unleashed. I haven't seen it since it was on TV.
That's fair. Tastes change, and you're no longer a stupid kid entertained by glowing lights.
I mean, I do really like seeing, like, going back to old shows that you liked as a kid to see if they hold up at all.
That's fair. You know what movie I want to rewatch someday? I keep telling myself.
What?
I even have the DVD. It's the Dinotopia miniseries.
Why does that sound familiar?
It came out in 2001. It's a miniseries that's like 3 hour-long movies.
I see. I googled it.
I think
The
it was
animated one?
no, it's live action.
Okay, because one of the things that popped up on Google Images was an animated one, like a rip-off of Land Before Time.
Horrifying. No, it's a 2001 film that stars Professor Lupin from, you know, the actor.
Yeah, yeah.
He plays the bad guy in that, and he's great, by the way. Not even gonna like push pins about it.
David Thewlis.
Yes,
Thewlis.
David Coolidge.
Thewlis. There's no G.
Really,
Yeah.
David Coolidge it is. Anyway, great movie.
Jesus Christ, he's 60.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was in The Omen?
He was in a lot.
I know. Oh hey, he was in Sandman.
Oh yes. He was the bad guy in that.
Nice. I still need to see that.
That's fair. My main issue with the Sandman TV show is that's basically 3 separate stories hacked together.
I saw I saw a guide to reading Discworld, and it was like it was like basically it had 3 branches that all converge in the end.
Was one of them going postal?
Let me check.
Going postal was great.
Well, it was basically like 3 like 3 timelines of books that happen more or less at the same time as each other, but in different parts of the
fair
setting.
Going postal
but
is great, by the way.
I'll try to find. I mean, it probably has it on there. I'm gonna double check. I sent it to Chalkby. But it was. Here it was. Oh wow, I completely undercounted.
It's
It is
more than
1,
3?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches that all end up having their own sub branches. So it's the Rincewind novels is one of the branches, which then branches off to the scientific novels and the Industrial Revolution. The Watch novels, which then converge with the Rincewind novels, the Moist von Lipwig, or I guess I
Moist
don't
von
fucking know.
Lipwood is great.
Yeah. Then there is the Death novel. That's one that has.
You there? Silver? One moment.
All right, sorry about that. Where were we? The Lampwick von Moist.
Litwik von Moist. Moist von Litwik. Or rather,
Yeah, so
Litwik Moist. Moist,
Moist
Litwik.
von Lipwig.
Okay. So yeah, no, the Watch novels like converge with the Rincewind novels at some point through the Industrial Revolution. The Death novels end up going to the Watch novels. There's the Ancient Civilization, which connects with Death novels, and then
I'm
the
sorry,
Witch novel.
everybody.
The Witch novels are not connected to anything apparently.
Did you hear my sneeze?
I did.
Okay. I wanted to know if it really sounded like a shotgun blast going off, like I thought it, like it felt.
No, it sounded like a sneeze.
Fair enough. It felt incredibly painful.
Oh, were you like holding your nose?
No, it's kind of like one of those sneezes where like you're preparing for it and then it goes off and now everything feels slightly numb for like a half a second.
Oh yeah, I know those kinds. They suck.
By the way, I love that.
Oh yeah, because that's the area that you fought the centaurs.
No, I mean I
Down
love
there.
that the area of death is marked. Ah, fuck.
Well, get fucked.
I mean, if it's with you.
Kinky.
Okay, there's nothing over there, so I might as well not even try it. No, nothing here
You
either.
could try it if you weren't a coward.
I mean, I already went over there, so I knew there was nothing there.
Allegedly.
In a past life, perhaps. Phoenix feather, yes!
Hell yeah.
I have all the magic and all the might.
like
Are you
enough.
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that is
Are you
hilarious.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like actual cats. Ah.
Yeah, no, that was fucking hilarious.
I know the timing was great.
I went back. Don't forget to get the Phoenix Feather.
I'm not. I'm literally going for that right now.
So I went back and watched one of my old like the compilation I posted on Tumblr of me doing uh Sands of Time.
Yes, I
'Cause
recall you sent me that video, I believe.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Sands of Time was fucking hilarious.
Oh, very much so.
I had so many glitches.
A nightmare for me in hindsight, but
Oh no, I was having a blast. I even discounting the parts where I intentionally played without blocking.
oh, very much so. Very good game.
It,
Very unhappy that the Kratos, my man.
the Steam version just outright didn't work.
Yeah, the Steam version's kind of sloppy, and I'm not. That's because it's like a 20-year-old port. But I am very much unhappy that the remaster is in development hell.
Oh, that's always rough.
Yeah, supposedly what's going on is no, no.
Wow, you
They,
are just not having any luck whatsoever with that.
supposedly what's going on is they restarted development. Because originally they began development in Ubisoft India.
Yeah?
No. So originally development began in Ubisoft India, which was apparently disastrous. No idea
Sounds
why.
like it.
And originally they announced the remaster for like December of like 2021, I believe. 2021, 2022, within that time frame.
What
Anyway,
happened?
nobody knows. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, that's rough.
I guarantee you Matt and Muscles would be talking about it if it was known.
Yeah, I like his What Happened series.
Well, he's also a big fan of the Prince of Persia series.
Makes sense.
So if there was news, we know about it already.
Fair enough.
So apparently, it re-began development at Ubisoft Montreal, I believe, who ended up making Lost Crown.
Lost Crown was really good.
Dang it.
I had a lot of fun with Lost
Oh,
Crown.
Lost Crown is great. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm not even gonna act like fussy critic mode. No, I'm not even gonna try. That game was a lot of fun. Like glitches be damned, weird issues. The fact that I could farm petals from like one respawning enemy.
Good? Did they patch that out?
I'm pretty sure they patched it out.
They would have had to.
In the PS4 version, if you went into the dungeons and you opened like the one of the 3 prison cells,
Oh, is it an alchemist?
there was an ogre that would keep respawning.
Oh, I don't think you respawned in PS5 version.
Oh, he definitely didn't. But in the PS4 version, or at least for me, he kept respawning. So I could essentially, if I wanted to, have farmed all of the little lotus flowers off of him.
I wonder what would happen if you got more than the game believed was in the game.
It just keeps going.
Really, just goes like off the screen, like.
Well, I didn't get a health pip because I didn't go that far.
Oh,
But
you should have.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Just to test.
I don't want to break my save. I was still collecting stuff.
I mean, start another save. Or is there a way to copy saves?
Probably. Ah, but it's too late.
Yeah, they probably patched it out.
Anyway, the game's great, like legitimately good. Anybody who's listening, please buy Lost Crown. I don't care if Ubisoft shot themselves in the foot with that bullshit interview they did at the last minute.
We should definitely play it on the channel at some point.
The fact that that game came out literally a day after Ubisoft had like that, interview where they're
The-
like,
Oh, gamers should get used to not owning their games.
yes, that exact one, and I'm like, you could have waited at least a week. But this has been Ubisoft's
Yeah.
entire thing. They've always been like sabotaging Prince of Persia.
Yeah, and also they always like release the worst news right after releasing a game, so the worst news to try and overshadow the really awful shit with the like try to have the game overshadow the awful shit. Yeah, if we did do it on the channel, who would be the one to play is the question.
I'd probably want to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that.
I haven't done one of our Metroidvanias yet. You've done
Yeah,
all the
you haven't?
Metroidvania. I haven't, not as far as I know. You've done all the
You
Metroidvanias.
did Fusion!
Oh yes. You're right.
Yeah.
But you've
Yeah, I
done
was
more than
about
I
to
have.
say. Which ones have I done?
Hollow Knight.
Which we didn't finish.
Fair enough. Metroid
Dread.
Dread with Biddy, yes.
Yeah.
And Metroid Prime with Biddy.
Well, Biddy's the one that
played.
played that.
Yeah, fair enough. I went all this way for what?
Did you get the Phoenix Feather?
Yes, I got the Phoenix Feather. I went all that way for orbs.
I mean, you need orbs.
I mean, fair. But I could have fallen and died and had to redo everything.
I do want to play all of the Metroid games, like all of the 2D Metroid games on the channel at some point. Which, like, I want to do Zero Mission. I want to do Super Metroid, and I want to do another Metroid 2 remake.
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can remember the puzzle for this.
We're gonna call it a night right after we
Rip the head off the second son.
yeah. Oh yeah, that is where that is what's behind there, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Infamous Second Son. Kind of a mediocre game.
Oh yeah, the second son, just like on Tatooine.
In China, they believe there were like 9 sons.
Ominous.
Well, it's part of the myth of Ho Yi. Ho Yi.
No, I mean the door.
Oh. Fair enough.
Ooh. Cutscene time. Oh yeah.
Your
It's
mother
the-
fucked a bull.
It's the Minotaur.
It's Minos' kid.
I do like that they basically combine the Minotaur with the Colossus Bull.
Okay, but serious thought. It would be hilarious if, like, there was a picture of King Minos with the, I'm not the father, I'm the father who stepped up.
I'm not the
Be-
stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up.
Yes.
But
But which is hilarious because he
totally
definitely didn't.
Yeah, he explicitly did not.
Exactly.
So,
That's what makes it
this
funny.
this is one of the only 3 bosses in this game.
And it sucks.
I mean, it is the weakest of the 3, but also because it's at the midpoint.
No. The Ares fight is worse.
I disagree. I like Ares' fight.
I like his fight thematically. I don't like how it plays.
Oh yeah. Eat your heart out, David Kaji. How a weeb would say David Cage.
Why would you hurt me like that?
Well, I mean, David Cage is known for his fucking QTEs.
I love that the armor is just pouring out steam.
Oh yeah.
And you're just ripping it apart.
And I like that the armor on the health bar is taking damage. This game has some really creative use of boss health bars.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd love to see Boy watch this.
I can imagine Kratos trying to explain it. I thought a giant bull.
You know what would be an interesting idea for a game?
Oh, what is it?
Boy somehow time traveling into to try and like I think it'd be interesting if like Boy ended up time traveling into the past to like see how Kratos was, because it'd be interesting to see like this game but with Boy at like post Ragnarok Boy
On a side note,
accompanying Kratos.
when Ragnarok ended, great game by the way.
Oh yeah,
I was
definitely check out
admittedly
our
a
playthrough.
little disappointed because I was like, I was kind of hoping for like
Kratos to die.
Kratos to die, if only because I was like, yeah, I kind of want to see the series move on a little. I love Kratos; he's my angsty boy. I am glad he survived. In hindsight,
I think that I think he survived in such a way that it would be fine for them to not have him be the focus of any other game,
that's fair.
because he's deserved his rest.
What the? How did I fuck that up?
Looks like he's got ground pound shockwaves.
Oh no, I know exactly what happened. I glitched.
Oh sure, blame it on the controller.
No, I mean I glitched, as in the camera glitched.
Oh sure, blame it on the camera.
So you literally just saw that camera go whoopsie daisy on me. Anyway, so in the aftermath, I was kind of thinking to myself, it'd be kind of cool if like the game cuts to like the future, Boy's all grown up. Atreus is his own man now. I'm having no luck with this right now. Give me a second.
Yeah, you were terrible at the QTEs.
And then it sort of zooms out, and it's like Atreus has gone to ancient Rome. Sort of put right what went wrong.
That would be interesting. Basically a reverse Ragnarok.
Yes.
God, I think that'd be pretty awkward for Apollo, let's be honest.
Yeah, Helios would be in an awkward position.
Well, at least we know why his domain was consolidated with Apollo in this setting.
Focus.
Hocus pocus.
Focus. I say into pie, hoping maybe up and die.
I like Hocus Pocus 2.
Hocus Pocus 2 is fine.
I like how it ended.
I think Hocus Pocus 1 is a better movie overall because it's just so
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Hocus Pocus 2 is a little more budget friendly.
Yeah, it lost a bit of the camp. The cheesy campiness.
You know,
But it did have a really good ending.
I think it's a fine enough ending. It's a little schmaltzy. But I get why it's that way, and I don't mind a schmaltzy ending from time to time.
I do like that it subverted my expectations. I was expecting its ending to be kind of like Stardust.
Oh, fair enough. Stardust is so good though.
Yeah, no, it is. Because in Stardust, when the leader witch's sisters die, she like pretends to
Oh.
be extremely sad about it, but then it turns out that was all a ruse. I was half expecting that in Hocus Pocus 2, but it turns out that no, she actually did genuinely care for her sisters.
Would you even suggest that Bette Midler, Winifred, would ever be mean to her sisters? No, obviously not. She only loves them.
Yeah, that's the twist I like, that she did or the subversion of expectation, that she did genuinely. But also, I had watched it like right after watching Stardust.
Fair enough.
I do like that the Minotaur has been long since dead in this game.
All right,
and
let's
you
do
can
this.
tell. This is a really good design for the Minotaur.
Oh yeah, the whole zombie look was great.
Oh yeah. Dale, dale, oh dale, dale. I do like people being reanimated through science with like armor that complete, like the Cyberman.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He was basically an ancient Greek Cyberman. It's very kind of him to kick the door open for us.
How convenient.
I really like that I was able to figure out the twist of the Cyberman in the episode Dark Water.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
As soon as they were like, "Oh, this water only shows organic material. Even your clothes won't show up on it." I was like, "Oh, so then obviously those skeletons in the tanks that are sitting and chilling are in some kind of like armor. They're probably Cybermen."
The Cybermen have like some of the best showings in the Capaldi era.
Oh, definitely, especially at the end.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the. You're not gonna save?
We're gonna get the head first.
Okay, I just didn't want you to die before we did.
There's no way I can die. It's literally impossible.
Watch one of these chests be a mimic.
That'd be hilarious. and
Like
horrible.
somehow they patch in a mimic for this specific version of.
My second son, my last, has followed his brother to the Elysian fields. In my heart, I know I must continue the work of the gods. But they take so much, and at last my soul begins to doubt. Pathos Verdes the Third.
Oof.
I also really love just this chest in general.
Yeah.
The way it just crumbles like that. That's so good.
Elysium.
The architect's son's head. The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
And another one. And another one. And another one.
Yeah. Elysium. The silent side lost lullaby. Elysium.
All right, folks, that's it.
Nights.
That's our God of War for the night.
Hell yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. There's plenty of other stuff on the channel. You are playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Yep, I'm doing Donkey Kong.
Yep. I am not playing anything, but I am co-host on a lot of things. Biddy is playing, Pikmin 2. Let's see. There is also Plasticos, which is a homebrew tabletop RPG being run by our friend Chalkfee. Which is basically, its setting is we are playing characters that are in a full dive VR.
Fair enough.
Yep. And yeah, that's what's on the channel right now.
Yep. Question for the day. You got one?
Oh, I thought you had one.
Oh no,
Because
definitely
you were
not. Maybe I can invent one off the top of my head.
one that's based off something we discussed. Maybe.
What
favorite Johnny
game?
Depp?
What game have you played that had a bungled release?
Oh God.
Like a game you know should have done better, but because of something stupid the developer did, or the publisher did, it went under everybody's radar.
Oh God. That's a tough one. That is a really tough one.
Overwatch 2 would have been good if it wasn't for the fact that it was a second Overwatch
Oh,
game.
you mean like that? Okay, okay, okay.
It could
Okay.
be anything. Executive
Okay,
meddling
okay.
behind the scenes ruined it.
Okay. In that case, I am going to say. Oh God, I had a really good one that I like just absolutely vented about due to its just absolutely lost potential. I don't remember what it was. Like it had all the elements of being a good game, but it was just done so poorly.
Can you describe any of it? I might know it.
I don't. I know I've mentioned it on the like I've talked about it on the channel. I don't remember what it was. Can you think of what it is?
Oh, I'd have to think back on like games that you've played that I know you've played.
Well,
Baldur's Great Quest.
no, I haven't played that.
Would you like to?
No. Would you like to? Fuck. What was it? Oh, I'm an idiot. It is one we played on the channel. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Ah, fair enough.
It could have been good if they didn't shift their focus to vehicles. And actually sat down and made, proper levels. I was so excited for a new Banjo game. And then what came out was Nuts and Bolts. And we did play that on the channel. And we got to the final level on it.
Fair enough.
I'm not playing it again.
Oh, absolutely. You shouldn't.
Yeah,
You
no,
were
I'm not doing
miserable.
that again. I hate it. Well, I had fun on the bike, but that's because I had one vehicle that I just kept like modifying for each level, and it was a bike.
You know, if
Like,
they
I-
allowed you
I-
to change vehicles,
Yeah, if they allowed me to change vehicles in the final battle, it would be an absolute joke.
you know, I think the thing is, if they allowed you to change vehicles in a way that was easier, and they also, you know, didn't lock all the best stuff behind like just being obnoxious, because like that's part of the reason why you were having such a hard time. You didn't have any of the best weapons because you weren't buying them in the shop.
Yeah.
Which is like a baffling decision, especially for a game that's like way too identity clustered.
Yeah, no. I think that if it wasn't tied to the Banjo-Kazooie uh, moniker, then it probably would have been considered a cult classic. It probably wouldn't have done like it wouldn't have done bad on release, but it probably wouldn't have been like breaking any records or anything. But it would probably be looked fondly upon in the end. Um, and yeah, I think that the main thing holding it back is its status as a Banjo-Kazooie game, because that comes with expectations that just were not met at all.
Oh, fair enough.
It'd be like if Mario Wonder was announced, but it ended up just being a pinball game, despite all the advertisements clearly showing a new 2D Mario game. That isn't to say a Mario pinball wouldn't be good. It's just
It's
you
not
know
what
there were
people wanted.
there were expectations that people had going in that were fucked up.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
that's our wrap up.
All right.
I had a good one like a second ago in my head, and now I can't remember it anymore. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
That is a disaster. Everything
Is
going
that
on.
that's the one where the people got stranded in Korea, right?
Not specifically because of that game, but
Or
yeah,
Taiwan.
yeah, there was a guy who worked for Universal who got stranded in Taiwan by his crazy wife.
Yeah, God, I need to rewatch that video.
It's absolutely wild.
It is wild. Definitely go check it out.
It's
All right.
it's like a Spyro Into the Dragonfly documentary, just so crazy. Like
Yeah.
I every time I've seen like somebody playing Spyro Into the Dragonfly, I've been like, you have to watch this video. It explains everything.
Yeah. So, with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say but good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.